This video is sponsored by AFK Journey. Hey guys, today we're playing a very special campaign of Dread that's set in the universe of AFK Journey. AFK Journey is a free RPG for casual and hardcore gamers. A huge update is releasing soon called Waves of Intrigue, featuring all kinds of new content. Waves of Intrigue adds some really cool features like a full-on sailing mode and intense stealth gameplay. It also adds new locations like the city of Rustport, Stormy Strait, Scandia Isles, and Blackthorn Sea. And y'all, we know how busy you are. That's why AFK Journey has features that support AFK play. From auto battles to idle resource gathering, your game is always making progress, no matter what you're doing. For example, I'm gonna start my game now. And by the time this video is over, I will have collected enough resources to upgrade my heroes. For now, I'm gonna toss to George to talk about how our game today will work.
Thank you, Arasha. Hello, my name is George Primavera. Good to see you again, everybody. You might know me from the previous episodes of Smosh vs. Zombies and Smosh vs. Aliens, but today, we are here in the magical world of Esperia, in the city of Rustport. And we are here with 4 of Rustport's most prestigious heroes. We'll go around in a moment to meet our crew in just a moment, but we're gonna meet them in the midst of action after we talk about the game we're gonna be playing today. Dread is played with a wooden block tower. The goal of Dread is when your character attempts something with the chance of a dangerous failure is to pull a block and place it successfully. That would mean your task that you attempt is successful. If you knock the tower over in the attempt to pull the block unintentionally, your character is fully defeated and is removed from the session. However, if you are in the midst of pulling a block and decide that the tower is too rickety, it is too risky to pull, and you want your character to remain around, you can always voluntarily choose to fail the task you were going to attempt, which will make things a lot harder for the rest of your team and may prompt even more block pulling across the rest of the game. There is one small mechanic here that is my favorite mechanic in all of Dread, which is if you feel that the tower is too rickety to pull, but you need to push the group forward, you can always choose to make a heroic sacrifice, pushing the tower over on purpose, removing your character from the game, but ensuring that your group moves on in spectacular fashion. And now, as we find all of our characters in the dirty, grungy city of Rustport, underneath the bowels of the city, in the stone sewer system where the smells are pungent and sticking to the clothing. It's so humid down here. We find our 4 heroes imprisoned in barred cages in a dark room. Somewhere unknown, the location completely shrouded by the darkness of this room, only lit by a single candle, no windows to speak of. We first pan to a cockroach scuttling across the floor as it easily hops into the open bars of a cage, where it is crushed under a thick leather boot. And we see our first hero. Trevor, would you describe your character, please?
Name's Walker. I'm a gun-toting cowboy who likes a nice ice-cold beverage, who likes a good meal, and I spend frivolously. And I tell you what, if there's one thing I'm here to do today, it's to make some coin, so I can go have a little fun. I like to have fun, and I don't follow the rules.
Certainly your original intention when you took the job that you were all previously on was to make a little coin and then go have a little fun, but things have clearly gone sideways. You all came here in an attempt to find information for your benefactor, Sonia, about her rival, a woman named Nara. But in the midst of your infiltration, you were discovered and very quickly captured and brought under armed guard where you were imprisoned here in this strange room. Walker, what are you doing in this? Where do we find you in this cell?
Well, when I run into a bit of trouble, generally my first inclination is to kick back, maybe have a little bit of a rest, think about it. So I got myself a little bit of a nap in, and now, well, I'm looking around at these fine folks around me thinking, hey, maybe one of them's got the tools and I don't even need to do anything.
When you flick that hat up to gaze around at your companions, your eyes fall first on the person directly next to you in a separated cell by the bars, the unmistakable canine-like face of... Amanda, would you please describe your character?
What's up?
My name is Odie, and yeah, I'm just chilling right now. You know, I'm hanging out. I got a lot of cash, but I don't like people knowing, because once they know your secrets, they start to take from you, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I got a blow dart, which I use often because I'm a badass, but I only need to do that when it's really necessary. And I came on this little trip because why not?
Why not, my dude?
Why not? It's fun. Who cares? Hello?
That blow dart is leaned up against the wall outside the cell. You've been, of course, disarmed before your imprisonment. All of your poison darts laid out across the floor as if they were scattered there with a haphazard toss.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Those are my babies.
Your sweet
you know what I'm
little
saying?
babies.
My sweet little babies. So I'm just leaning back in this cell, trying to talk to this guy. He's not responding. I keep going, howdy. Howdy. Hee-haw. Nothing's happening.
Sorry, I'm off in La La Land thinking about the next fine meal I'm gonna have once I'm out of here.
Thinking about food, yeah, right.
As these two stare at each other slightly intriguingly, but also in a bored fashion, nice and aloof. Oh, watch out, this thing's dangerous. We pan over across the room to see Entendre. Entendre Arasha. Would you describe Entendre for us, please?
Hello, I am Entendre, and unlike the others, I'm not leaning back. I am a woman with a plan. I am a warrior who has trained every single day, so it's no surprise that I was selected for this mission. In fact, I usually work alone. Perhaps it was the work of my team that had startled me and had me end up here. But I'm carefully constructing a plan, and I have every idea of what we can do together.
And as you sit upright and alert in this dark room, panning your eyes around, there is one figure who seems just as focused as you are in the cell adjacent to you.
That's right.
Shane, who are you?
My name is Thorin, a former king of the Bantus Kingdom. Now, resurrected, I seek only the artifacts and antiques from my kingdom to get them all back to myself, and I'll do whatever I have to get them. And I end up in strange places such as this in that process. I could break out of this cage if I want to at any moment, by the way. I'm really strong.
Show us.
I'm a king.
Show us.
Whenever I feel like it.
I like that. I like that. That's cool.
You sit there stoically, just planning your moment for when you can easily bust out of this cage, when there is suddenly a creaking at the far end of the room. A stone, more like a steel door on rusty hinges creaks into the room. There is a silhouette in the lit hallway beyond. A hooded figure enters, the door closing behind them. Well, if it isn't the underlings of the Carmine Whispers. We have an interesting flock today, don't we? This fellow stares at you, pulls off a dark black hood. You see spectacles blocking two scarred eyes. So rude of me, I should introduce myself. I'm called Matrice, and I am here on behalf of Nara. You have been a naughty foursome indeed, haven't you?
Well, we've had fun. Cool eyes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He lifts his spectacles, shows off bright green, clearly magically augmented eyes before he replaces the shades that he is wearing in this already very dark room. He bumps into a table. Shoot. I've been sent by Nara to ascertain the reason for your infiltration this afternoon. Who should we start with? Which of you four is the weakest link? It tends to be the most stoic, I find.
Yeah, so true, so true. I love that.
The brooding ranger.
Now, here's the thing about me. I got one thing on my mind, and that's money. I don't need a lot of details to get that usually, and to be quite honest, I'm just here as a gun to save these fine folks when they get into a little trouble. Now, unfortunately, that's 3 people to look after, so sometimes it's a little bit harder, but they're the ones that are doing a lot of the thinking.
Well, it seems to have been at least one too many since you found yourself here. You say money is on your mind.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see if we can't put something else on your mind, shall we? And he pulls out a drawer in a cabinet on the side of the room, lifts several very sharp, wicked-looking serrated instruments, and finally settles on a blue orb that pulses violently with something inside. As he brings it over to you, just to the edge of the cell, the bars begin to hum, and your hair begins to stand up on end with static electricity. Although, you're so serious. It might be more fun to save you for last. He turns to the... oh man. Turns to the grave-born king. I believe I've heard of you, haven't I?
Probably.
If I remember my history, you were a king of Rustport once upon a time, were you not, Thorin?
Yes, I am. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm proud of it.
What are your opinions on the state of our great city now?
Not run nearly as well.
What would you change?
Everything. Literally everything. The economy, the port system. Your schedule is terrible. There's always a traffic jam of boats. It's awful. Back when I was king, things ran quickly. All right?
That's what I disagree with you. It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a real mess.
You realize, you recognize.
Traffic is a problem.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to something or what?
Ah, yes, the
God, I'm
lazy
bored.
canine.
Ugh, whatever. That's what my mom said. It doesn't affect me.
Your mother was insulting of you.
Ah.
And your parental mistreatment has led you here to the bottom of the sewer.
Oh, please, I'm fine.
Are you?
I'm on my own usually, and I teamed up with these guys for fun, and then look where it caught us. That's why I stick alone, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is good for solo adventurers to stick to more cowardly tactics like poison.
What did you say?
I called you a coward.
Say that to my face.
He leans down at the eye level. Coward.
God, I hate when I do that.
And then there is, of course, you. I must say, I'm surprised to find you captured on Tundra. You have caused us so much trouble as of late.
Believe me, this is an anomaly.
Well, you only need one. He moves over to the side of the room, puts the orb back, and says, no electricity today. I am here to find out information. Why would Sonia have sent 4 strangers to each other, it seems, to find information about Nara's plans?
I'm having trouble understanding why it concerns you.
Well, I work for Nara. She is my benefactor. I would do anything for her, including... And he lifts a massive pair of shears, doing anything I can to get the information I need. And all of a sudden, there is a fly. How did that even get down here? There you are. And as the fly is severed directly in half, a spell is triggered, smoke explodes in the small 20 by 15 foot room. Everything is completely obscured. What is this? What is this? There is a darting past each of your cages. All 4 doors are suddenly open in the smoke, and you hear a voice. Quickly, run, run! Sonia is here to save you! Run as fast as you can!
Gotta get my darts. Hold on 1 second.
Let's go, quickly! Hurry!
Do you all bust out of your cells?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As the cells open, you are off into smoke. The necromantic wizard who is down here to interrogate you says, "No! Stop! Do not move or your punishment will be much more severe!" You see the glowing of green magic summoned in his hand, about to target one of you. The entrance you saw at the far end of the door before the smoke came up, but you are moving blind. Who would like to do anything in this moment?
Can I see the magic that's forming in his hand?
You see the glowing green orb.
Okay,
yes.
can I run up and like make him hit himself?
Yes, okay. As you sprint up, we have our first pull of the day. Thorin, please pull from the tower as you charge the necromancer.
I walk up and I'm like, stop hitting yourself.
Oh,
Nice, easy, quick pull, a quick one. There is a smoking, searing sound as the wizard's own magic is blasted back into his face.
Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm not very strong!
You're the one doing it!
Wow.
You stop it!
The magic disappears from his hand.
So glad I left my house to watch this. This is awesome.
He stumbles backwards, seemingly disoriented for a moment. Anybody else make a move?
I run over and spin him 5 times to get him even more dizzy.
As he collapses back into his table of interrogation implements, you grab him by the shoulders. Go ahead and pull from the tower as well. Okay, yeah, let's always remember.
Oh my gosh.
This is a tense game where
Yes,
the
it
tower
is.
gets out of control very quickly. Remember a rule that I'll say now that I should have said earlier: one hand
hand.
when pulling. You can switch hands, but only one hand on a block at a time.
Understood.
That is a perfect pull. Oh, I don't feel well. He clearly collapses onto the stone. You hear that voice yelling at you again from beyond the smoke. Quickly, you must run, there are more of them! The wizard can't really find where he is in this smoky room. You see he starts summoning a blue crackling lightning magic that he is just randomly throwing all over the place. One of the bolts fires randomly but accurately towards Walker. Walker, you may pull to avoid the lightning, or you may try something else, or you may choose to fail. It's up to you.
Is he still standing at this point?
He is crawling to all fours, but he is getting back up, yes. Okay. Dizzy.
Can I execute a side roll toward him, kick him in the side, and then grab the little blue ball that he had in the drawer earlier and take it with me?
Absolutely. Go. Okay, so here's the thing.
Sick.
I'm gonna need 2 pulls from you. The first for the attack on the wizard, the second for grabbing the orb.
All right.
And you may choose to fail the second and succeed the first, so we can go block
okay.
by block. Go ahead.
Now
First,
tell me only one hand at a time.
one hand at a time, but you may switch.
All right, cowboy.
You've got this.
Come on.
Yeehaw.
Come on.
Stay calm.
Steady.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Very good.
Yeah. Cowboys.
Yeah, looking good. It's a nice solid tower. You guys are doing well.
Sick.
Okay. I can't breathe.
That's what you get, buddy.
I can't breathe.
That's what you get for coming up in my face while I'm trying to take my god darn afternoon nap. All right, and I'll just be taking that orb for myself. Don't mind if I do.
Up in your gloved fingers, an orb with lightning captured inside of it. Your hair all stands up on the end. You know that if you throw this, something explosive will occur. Where would you like to keep it?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Eat it.
Put it. Yeah.
I'm gonna take out an extra little shawl that I have and I'm gonna wrap it up inside and put it in my bag.
Odie,
What's up?
you exit the smoke. This guy is on the ground trying to recover his breath. Seems pretty incapacitated. The door is open. The smoke is beginning to waft out and it's getting a little bit easier to see in here, which is good for navigating, bad for the wizard being able to track you down.
So just because this is Odie's vibe, he's gonna pick up all of his poison darts and then go, I don't like you, and then shoot a poison dart at the wizard who's basically already on the ground.
Right. As this guy's getting, he's like, I'm starting to be able to breathe a little better. Yes. Go ahead and pull from the tower as you ready your blow dart.
Yeah, right. God, I'm so cool. Whoops.
There's a lot missing on
Odie
this
just
side.
dies.
Oh my god.
I'm wearing biker gloves, but I don't have a bike. Isn't that cool?
Maybe pull toward.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, from the bottom.
I wear
Very
biker
nice.
gloves to walk. That's what's crazy about me. I don't need to drive with biker
Just in case you
gloves.
need to hold on to something.
That's right.
We are all
You guys did this.
You guys
Might have
are
set
already
us up
guys
for
did
failure.
Good night. Sleep tight or don't.
Nice.
The wizard
Odie.
is out cold. He is
Really good
completely
line.
asleep. There is a small, almost like 4 foot tall, maybe even shorter shape at the end of this sewer hallway. So in terms of this sewer, we're talking like 10 foot tall ceiling, little pathway on either side of flowing sewage. but you can easily like walk around it like it's like a cave with a river in the middle of it. And this little kind of rotund shape at the end of the hallway is like, quickly, it's this way, runs around the side and disappears, but appears to be leading you, hopefully out of the sewer, unless this is some kind of trick.
I hate sewers. They're they're poop, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, I do.
Did you know that, George?
Did you know that, George?
I did my research. I know sewage is poopy.
All right, I'm gonna follow this little round man.
I think we should trust him.
I reckon that makes the most sense.
What?
It's our only lead right now, and he
You
helped
let
us
us out.
escape. We
Fine,
might
I'm
as
going
well.
last in case it goes solo so I can beat it out the other way.
I'm going second to last.
All right. Well, as cabooses, you should make sure to look out for the interests of the whole group.
Well, I think that you being the last person should
Fine.
look out.
I'll walk backwards, which is a skill that I have, and keep my blow dart ready.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks.
You guys move down like a little like diamond formation. You pick one at the back, both
Yep.
of you guys on the sides. Who's taking the lead?
I am.
You are taking the lead on
All right,
Tundra.
dude.
You move forward out of the way.
And he'll follow
Okay,
closely behind.
Okay, Entendre, as you move forward through the hallway, you see the rotund figure has stopped about halfway down the hall, has held up a fist as if to tell you to stop, and then slowly makes its way back to you. This figure is about 3.5 feet tall, quite rotund, crammed into very tight black, almost like Spanx, like a morph suit, like a very tight roguish outfit, wearing a full cowl and hood, and then as this figure waddles back to you, kind of approaching, pulls back the hood to reveal a furry, buck-toothed face with enormous cheeks and an adorable disposition, a hamster-esque fellow.
His brother.
Well, I got a lot of brothers.
We are very not related at all.
Yeah, not by marriage, at
My
least.
name is Pouch. I was sent here by Sonya to free you.
What's
Thank
up,
you,
Pouch?
Hey,
How are
Pouch.
ya?
I'm very well. I'm scared of this sewer. It smells very bad down here, and these people are very dangerous.
Yeah, did you know it's poop?
Yeah, it's poop. Hey, Pouch, it's poop.
What is
Feces.
The sewer is poop.
the situation?
Fecal matter.
Well,
All
the
of it.
situation's also poop.
The situation is stinky, to be sure. I have done a bit of reconnaissance for us. I am not particularly combat adept, but I am very good at being sneaky. However, if you will all look down this hallway, come follow me as quietly as you can.
Okay.
This hamster fella just kind of wanders to the edge of the hallway and points. You guys see about 30 feet down, there are 2 guards wearing the emblem of Nara's gang, holding spears in their hand, and they appear kind of hunched and almost like larger than your standard average person. King Thorin, is that your name? Yeah, that's me. Sonya was very lucky to have gotten your service for such an infiltration job, one of royal blood. We are very grateful for your service.
Yeah, well, you know, it's feeling charitable.
Perhaps, if you would like to, those 2 at the end of the hallways, they are also grave-born. Perhaps you could engage in some sort of diplomacy with them as your former king.
You're right. All right, I got this one.
Talk them up.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're your friends.
So I'm gonna casually walk up to them and be like, all right, guys, you're Graveborn, I'm the Graveborn King. Let's, all right, you can, don't freak out. I am your king. All right, I'll sign some autographs. You can hang out. Your king is back,
Oh, he's whiffing
so
it.
everything's okay now.
He's really whiffing it, right, Ranger? Walker?
Hey.
He's
He,
not
tur-
hitting
he
the
turns
main
back to you guys. He's like, anyways.
One of the guards looks behind you to see who you're talking to.
Don't worry about them. They're just fans. Anyways, I'm your king, so step aside. Step aside. Me and my friends, we got a reservation.
Go ahead and pull from the tower once.
Sick.
Oh my gosh.
First impression.
Oh my gosh. How did it get like this, guys? Huh?
I'm gonna say that one might be on me.
Great pull. A good
Could
pull.
be Ranger.
Well done.
Success. Both of the guards lower spears at you threateningly. Ain't no king of mine. I serve Nara. However, both of them are intrigued by you, looking at you strangely as if maybe they recognize you, but not 100% sure they can recall who you are. As they begin to lower their spears and approach you, you realize you can kind of kite them to wherever you would like them to be by just backing up slowly, or perhaps you could engage in some sort of ruse where you tricked them. But whatever the case may be, they are cautious, but very trickable right now by the way you have set them up.
I'm gonna slowly.
Careful. If you knock it over, even by accident, your character's
I'm gonna
ending.
slowly bring them back towards the others, and maybe they can sneak attack.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'll be like, yeah, look, King Thorin, have you guys read a book? All right, if you've read any history book, I'm in it. I was kind of a big deal. Still am, but was really a big deal for a long time.
Ain't no king I ever heard of.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of him. You have? Yeah, it was a king like a long time ago, before the whole city fell apart. Yeah, he's a king. He failed as a king, and he disappeared
That's
from the.
not true.
As he was the worst king Westport's ever had, and it sparked a whole new system.
Wow,
You know,
this
there was a
sucks
lot of
for him.
there's a lot of bureaucracy that I had to deal with.
It's a hated king, from what I understand.
No, that was not true.
This is.
Oh yeah, King Thorin the Great Failure.
That's absolutely not. No, I don't know where you read that. That is not true at all.
And
They referred to me as Thorin, the greatest king of all time. Thorin, Thorin the huge, Thorin the badass.
little fella, from what I
Thorin
understand. Yeah.
You guys are roasting me. You're standing in literal poop right now. Look at that. Talking crap about me. You're in crap.
It's poop. Just heads up. The sewer's poop.
They both turn towards the voice where that comes from and see all four of you, including Pouch there, just like, oh,
What the F? The F, Odie?
I was trying to save you, man. Your
was
your
literally
ego is
distracting
just.
them.
that's the
taking-
prisoners Matrice was about to interrogate. Get him! And they both charge.
I speak out loudly and say, halt! We are not those prisoners. We are, in fact, disguised as the prisoners, so as to alert the rest of the security who exactly they should be looking out for.
You're saying this is some sort of practical application test?
Exactly. And we are.
I tell you what,
Just-
you fellas are doing a bang-up job. You caught us right away. So you can keep on moving down the line, look out for anyone that looks like us, and we'll be on our way. Round up the rest of them guards, make sure they know who to look out for.
Can Odie just take out one of the blow darts and start blowing darts at these guards?
All right, where are they in proximity to
Yeah.
me?
They're about 5 feet away from you, both with their spears, kind of like
Still pointing at me,
They were pointed at you. Now they're up after all
Yeah.
the strange talking.
but
and
they're
very
looking
confused.
over at them.
As they speak, they go, huh? And look over at you in the corner. You have just said your piece about being, both of you, about being like false imitations of the prisoners. And then we
Exactly.
see,
This is over.
And then Odie's gonna take the blow dart and go and look at the king and go, "Watch out, failure king! Watch out, failure king! Watch out! Hold on, I got this. Hold on. Hey,
You don't have to do that.
hey! The sewer's poop, and so are you, dude." And then can I start to blow my dart?
you can both darts.
Yeah.
That's going to be 2 pulls.
Good luck, Odie.
2 pulls, 2 darts, 2 pulls.
See, I was about to grab their heads and do a little conk thing, and
Do you want me to just do one blow dart and you do that?
no, it's
You gotta get them
It's actually too late. I
You
think
already
I've
shot
already
them
done
both.
it. You know what? Next time, let's chat.
You don't have to alert people before you shoot a dart at them.
But they have to know. They have to be prepared.
What?
Yeah.
We are making insane pulls early on.
This is actually awful.
They were so easy that you guys were just like, yep, bam. no
This is
thought.
actually awful. Like I'm
Mess.
Man.
George.
Oh,
Okay.
I might.
oh, D.
You guys will not stop pulling from that right side. Oh my god. Okay.
So what's cool about these riding gloves? They were gifted to me.
One of them is afflicted by the poison as the poison dart like slams into his shoulder,
Good night.
slams down off into the sewage, and is carried away, floating down the river.
Oh man, I told him it was poop. He shouldn't have just.
He's fully covered in poop now. That is rough.
The poop has injured his lungs.
I wouldn't put
Oh, I would maybe go for
some
the other
advice.
side.
Some
Push it
advice.
opposite.
Pushing it this direction is where it keeps kind of.
You have to come from the other way.
You could do the same thing, yeah, just the other way.
You can always choose to fail.
Yeah, right. Was this a mistake?
I guess we have to stay present.
Yeah. Be in the moment, but always be prepared. That's what I say. You guys get it? I'm always prepared to be in the moment.
Tell you what, your hand is trembling.
Sleep, little baby, sleep, little baby. Good
Both
night.
guards carried away by the river of stuff.
Great.
See ya. Awesome, right, guys? And
Yeah.
Odie puts in his hands.
Yeah,
And
that
when-
seemed easy, but I feel like we're in imminent danger for some
Yeah.
reason.
But hey, when they wake up, they're just gonna remember that their shift was over and that
Yeah.
we're taking over.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Right?
covered in poop.
crack shot with that blow dart.
Thanks, Pouch.
Oh, I feel like we are friends already.
Yes.
Sure.
Nothing bad will happen to us on this journey.
Well,
No.
No.
that's awesome.
We are fated for success.
Hopefully this journey doesn't involve any
love
hawks or coyotes.
Don't tell him that. He clearly
tell
doesn't
him
know.
about that.
He doesn't know.
What did you say?
No, nothing. Man.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, just had horrible memories that I clearly have repressed.
Oh,
Let's just head
gosh.
upstairs. And he,
Sorry, Pouch.
as he blasts the door open that the two Brave-born guards were in front of, he starts running up the stairs. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
I say we follow Pouch.
Shall we head upstairs? Will we head out into the city? This exit will lead us out onto the dock.
Right.
And from there, Nara has a secret galleon. She is stocking with supplies. I figure since our first mission was a failure, let us be honest, we did not do what we intended to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were just on our. We were
Yeah,
gonna.
well,
We
you
did
know,
the best we could.
if codes and butts were coconuts, right? That's a saying,
Hi, that's awesome. I love that.
right?
Butts.
I don't know.
Coconuts.
All right.
Rodent sayings.
Oh, rodent.
All right. So the
Sarah-
secret galleon has
There is a
weapons.
heavy guard present.
Rodent? They don't like rodent.
What?
What did you say?
I mean, are you not?
No, dude.
My name is Pouch.
Oh,
You
okay.
just.
He's a marsupial.
Oh, right.
He's got a
That
pouch.
is
Sorry.
I'm not called. No.
Nope.
No.
I'm called Pouch for the sake of that I keep things in my cheeks.
Yep.
Oh, so
Yes.
you are a rodent.
I store them, and he pulls out a full crossbow.
Oh.
That was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
All right.
In your
I'm
mouth.
sorry. Did I make you ill?
Oh, no. Sick means awesome.
Oh, then I am awesome and sick.
Yes. I think we can trust Pouch now.
I think we can trust
see
him.
his abilities.
Let's
and I
go.
think that we should get moving.
All right, let's rob this galleon.
Okay. Let's just make our way across the docks. There are many guards there, so perhaps we can either go in loud and crazy, or we can go quiet and stealthy. But I will leave it up to the more seasoned adventurers to make the decision.
I don't
They'll
know.
surely notice us if we go in quietly, so we might as well go in with a plan, right?
Listen, I've saved us all back there. Like, really saved us. So I'm just saying, I can't save you guys all night.
I think it was more of a team effort, but go
Not
on.
a team effort. You know, my distraction was really working.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want me to save you guys again, or do you want...
Look, I like to go in loud. Big fan of that. But we can try to sneak, and if that doesn't work, then we just
Well,
make
how
a
many
ruckus.
guards are we talking here?
Perhaps a score of them?
Score,
Now,
that's like
where I'm from, that's
10.
20.
It is 20.
I think we should send one of us as a distraction. Gather up the rest of the guards, and the rest of us can
You.
go around. I should be the sacrifice.
Wait, sacrifice?
I've
Hey.
seen that I'm good at distracting, but I'm also really good at.
They kind of sat
beating
there and
people up.
roasted you, man.
Well,
Hey.
they were distracted, were they not?
I've been known to be a smooth talker where I'm from. I'm happy to go up and there's a universal language and I speak it.
I shouldn't be the first
bacon.
person.
I'm also happy to move forward and be the distraction if that's what the team thinks.
Perhaps we go in two teams. Team distraction and team infiltration.
All right.
I like that
right.
Pouch.
All right, maybe Walker and I are team distraction, since we're the distractors.
Yeah, we're the infiltrates. We both have
And
ears.
we'll have your darts in case things go awry.
That's right.
I have a couple of cloaks here for you to disguise yourself. Perhaps we can sneak by them. And he pulls out two big black cloaks that he slings over your shoulders.
This is perfect. Good thing we
Were
separated
those
into
in
two
your
teams.
Pouch.
They were in my pouch, but they have dried over several minutes.
Yeah, this is dry, a little,
Thank
little
God
wet.
I'm on team distraction.
All right.
You want me to take the lead on this one?
You can take the lead on this one, Walker.
All right.
You guys walk up the stairs out into the day, like the dim daylight of Rustport's dock, and you see like 50 armed crossbow-wielding guards.
All right.
That's more than I thought. That's definitely more than that is more than double a score.
There's a
I don't get authority.
massive black galleon with huge sails sitting in the harbor. There is one guy yelling out all the orders, and he's like, all right, put those boxes on the top down there, and then everybody come up, and we are on a schedule, so let's get moving, or else I'm gonna burn some of you. And this guy just like holds up a big flame ball before he goes, all right, let's go. And he goes back across the deck of the galleon to oversee something else.
Those boxes must be the supplies that we've got to steal from Nara. Yeah, that's the goods.
All right.
Easily get it. All right, I have an idea, unless you got something.
I mean,
You take the lead?
I don't generally go in with ideas, so please do share.
What if we're ship inspectors? And this is not passing code.
Well,
Can we hear them,
Now,
or are
I
we
don't-
somewhere else?
You're probably back in the hallway a little bit, but that doesn't mean you can't necessarily
Oh, yeah.
hear
We're
him.
getting prepped in our
now
cloaks.
I like it, but do we look like a couple of ship inspectors?
I mean, look at me.
All right, hey, I'll follow your
Glowing, skin glowing.
All right, should we come up with a name? Do we have a name for ourselves? Just a little more legitimate, maybe?
Jake and Steve, ship inspectors.
All right, I love it.
We've been doing
I'm
it.
Steve,
it's a family.
you're Jake?
I'm Jake. We've been doing it. It's a family business. Our dads did it, and then they passed it on to us.
You guys are moving down the dock, like
Right.
quietly speaking, as a couple of guards like kind of turn and see you walking. A few of them have noticed you and maybe are gonna come up to you, and then there's a guy all of a sudden that do with a clipboard, with a big quill is like marking boxes off. He says, "Do we have passengers? Who are you two?"
You with the clipboard. You might be able to answer a couple questions for us. My name is Steve, and this beautiful man here with me is my brother Jake, and we are ship inspectors of Jake and Steve Ship Inspectors. And we got a couple of questions, because walking down this here dock, it seemed like a couple things might not have been up to code here.
Yeah, we were sent here. I don't know if they told you about us.
No, I
You
didn't
don't have
get
us on
it.
your.
I didn't get any notification.
Yeah, your manager definitely knows we're here, so that's embarrassing on your end. We gotta take a look at this galleon over here. You see,
Hey, Todd.
yeah,
What? We have ship inspectors today? What are you talking about?
Todd, we sent a letter months ago. Todd, we've been talking to you, and
Why wasn't I told about this?
Actually,
I don't
Jake, I
know.
thought maybe this was a surprise inspection. Remember they told us the
sorry, yeah,
the ship commissioner's office told us to come down here for a little surprise
we
inspection.
do surprise inspections just to make sure, because usually when they know an inspection's coming, they polish things up really quick.
Yeah.
But Todd, this is looking good to start, but we got some questions. Just let us take a look. We'll get this all done with. You don't have to worry about it.
I need a poll from each of you. Whoever wants to poll first.
Ready to pull first?
Jake, have at it.
All right.
I thought you guys did great.
Tundra and I are just there in our cloaks going, it's taking them a really long time.
It seems like they are distracting Todd.
I know, he did it.
It seems like Todd is buying it.
It's not stacked well at the top here. I don't want to try to fix
No,
that.
that's all right. That's all
He
right.
is a sadistic pyromancer who lights people aflame with little to no warning, but they are fooling him.
Wait, Todd?
Todd.
Yes,
Todd's
they-
the big guy.
Oh, he's the big fire blower
Yes.
guy?
Call him
Once-
Hot Toddy.
Oh, I love that.
If he
Sounds
buys
delicious.
it, then we can sneak around with our cloaks and get in.
Okay.
All right, let's get this over with fast. Come on,
All
boy.
right. Yep.
Now, first thing we're going to want to do is get a look at them barnacles. So why don't you come over here with me?
Okay, a big gangplank walks off. Hot Toddy walks off down the ship's galleon. All the guards are sort of peering at what's going on. Pouch is like, okay, you two takes a lead. We cut back to Odie and Entendre. What are you guys doing? Cloaks on?
We're cloaks on.
Big morph suit back on?
Yeah.
You want to stay the caboose or you want to take the lead?
I'll stay the caboose.
All right.
Feels good.
I shall be the middle of the sandwich. The
So,
stealth sandwich.
Pouch, you can stand in front of me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Here we go.
Don't be scared, Pouch. I mean, yeah, actually, you should be scared. I'm pretty scared.
It's the scariest mission I've ever been on. Much more people than I counted.
That's okay.
Oh,
Don't let your fears
God.
come out. Right now, we just gotta get to the galleon. Eyes forward.
You guys move across the dock. All of the guards are pretty distracted. You're just cloaked figures moving amidst the chaos.
There's 50 people. What? That was not a. What did you call him? A season?
Score!
Oh, whoops.
Season.
A season of folks.
That actually sounds nice.
You guys pass these guys talking to Todd. I don't understand what the problem with all the barnacles on the bottom of the ship is. I've never had to do anything about that.
It's bad. It's
Too
bad.
many barnacles per plank. Certain amount of barnacles.
It
per
also
That's a quota?
well, it affects. This hurts you more than anyone else because it's slowing your ship down.
Really
You
trying to
guys,
help you.
both of you are aboard the galleon. There are a few guards bustling about doing some basic tasks, but nobody who looks especially threatening. You see that the ropes are there ready to be cast off, and there is one rope that triggers all of the sails to drop. And of course, the wheel of the ship up at the back.
Well, we don't want the ship to go because it has all the things that we need, right?
Or rather, we wanna get on it and go with it.
Also an option. You could take it with you. You could find a way to get all of the boxes off the ship, but that might be a little bit time consuming.
Yeah, we're not gonna have that.
So if we can find a way to communicate to them,
Yeah.
they can get on board just in time for us to cast off and take all the items with us.
Got it. Okay.
What'd
so
you guys say? A guard is right behind you.
I take out my blow dart and just.
I imagine it so casually, like you're like, anyway, so.
I'm like, hey, you're interrupting. I have a whole plan. Anyways.
You gotta pull for that.
God damn it.
Very careful, Odie.
Odie doesn't think. He just goes, you know? Stay in the moment. Always be prepared.
Odie.
Always be prepared to do whatever is necessary.
Remember, push from the opposite side.
Totally.
Oh my god. One hand at a time. One hand at a
I am
time.
so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Go from one hand to
Got
the
it.
other.
It's these gloves.
Separate.
It's the gloves, dude. Oh god. That's actually that's a good one because it
Even
kind
it
of
out.
evens out the tower.
Okay.
I think you made it more sturdy.
Okay, so anyways.
Slams back down into the floor, and Pouch just drags him behind a bunch of boxes. Yeah, good.
Good work.
Thanks, Pouch. Okay,
Great.
so basically we need to get their attention, then we need to pull this rope so this whole ship goes.
Pretty much. They're playing ship inspectors, so we can find an easy way to get them on the ship while keeping all the guards off.
I'm ready to ship to go.
Thanks, Pouch. Okay.
Let's wave to them. Let's reveal ourselves, but just to them. Make sure
There are still some guards on the
There's
ship.
a season of guards.
maybe we take out the guards on ship and then just call out to Walker and
Or,
Jay?
Thorin.
Thorn.
or, what if I climbed this little thing at the top and I kind of waved to them, and then when I got them,
Okay, I think that's a plan, but should we get rid of the guards on ship first?
So you could go up with the rope and you could disable the guards.
you're gonna disable all the guards?
Think I could do that?
That's awesome.
Let's do it.
Cool.
While they're distracting, he's just sitting there, he's just like, I know she doesn't know my name. I get the feeling she doesn't know my name.
Okay,
Good
you
plan?
take care of the guards. Yeah, I'll climb this thing.
Okay.
I'm really good at climbing.
Great. Then Odie climbs up.
I don't do it that often.
You're gonna go for the guards?
I'm gonna go for all 4 guards.
Okay, you move out to the middle of the
season.
deck. The 4 guards that are working there are like kind of turn to see you and realize that you are not supposed to be on the ship. And all of them just like, hey! Daggers are pulled, and all 4 of them rush you before they even shout for any help. What is your course of action as they rush towards you?
I'm gonna hit my shield and get all 4 of them and knock them out.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll 1 tower pull for the throw. Go ahead.
Man, I shouldn't have let you take all 4 of them. That's kind of
looking
insane.
good. That's looking good, Rosa. I think that's a good one. Oh, gentle. That's looking good. You guys got a good solid tower here.
You think?
Oh, I don't know.
You gotta just go for it.
Okay, we're halfway there.
Oof.
You can stand up.
You can.
Yeah, you can move around. But
Oh, no, the other way.
no,
No, that's right.
Oh, wait, I saw it. Didn't see the thing.
Thorn, enough.
Sorry, I'm freaking the out.
The shield is loosed. Gong, 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 gong. You knock out 4 guards as it bounces from each head to head, and then the shield whips back towards you. You need a pull to catch your shield as it rebounds back towards you. or you can automatically fail and let your shield fly off to wherever it might fly to.
Let it go home.
Ready for this one? Ready for this one? It is home.
It is home.
It is home. I fail. Okay.
You fail this and it just hits you.
It knocks you out.
Oh my gosh.
I don't need it.
Okay,
I don't need it. I don't need it.
as you see that you've thrown the shield very hard, it knocks all 4 guards out, and then you realize it is moving too fast for you to catch. You duck, and it thunks halfway into the mast. As you fail, you are halfway up the mast. You feel the mast. I need a pull from you to maintain your footing on the mast.
Thanks!
Oh.
Thanks, Satandra!
You have it, Odie.
God, I should have just blow darted those guys.
As you pull this, as you are like desperately trying to cling to the mast. So what are we saying about the rudder needs to be at 90 degrees when we park?
Well, yeah. I mean, otherwise it could just drift off.
If a ship drifts into a dock, you know, that is a fine, and it's a steep fine if you got a lot of drifting going on, so you're just gonna wanna make sure you secure that rudder down.
The sailing schools have different rules nowadays. They keep updating the codes for licenses, so you probably just haven't heard about this.
Now, is this a hemp rope tying this down?
Yeah,
Because
is this hemp?
Yeah, it's hemp.
It's okay. Well,
all right.
I'm gonna need to have a taste of it actually. And see if it's
Take a
true
little-
hemp,
Thank you, Mother.
true honest hemp, or if it's
Yeah.
All
Knock
in the
off
background of this very mundane conversation, Odie is like, falls off the mast, grabs a rope, barely hangs on, gets tangled in it.
Well done.
Starts to climb your way back. You are up at the top, and all of a sudden, over Hot Toddy's shoulder, you guys see Odie like,
Yeah, the schools are weird, and I don't know. The ropes, you're gonna have to go get new ropes.
well, okay, we'll get new ropes, but I want to show you guys what I got down here. I think it's gonna really like make a big like. I wanna
Are
show you how
there
safe
many
we've been.
are there many guards around right now?
There are a few guards who have like gone back to their tasks already.
So there's nobody looking at us right
No
now.
one's currently looking at you for a moment.
All right. I look over and I'm like, God, just. Yeah. So, anyways, if you look over here, the ropes over there, those ones are looking a little.
I push him in the
worn.
water.
With a gun.
Push him in the water?
With a loaded gun.
After I'm hanging on for dear life, you just go, "Pff," when you could have done that the
I
whole
would say
time.
knock him out with your gun. Do a little.
Well, but everybody's
No, I
gonna
love the
hear the
push,
gun.
right?
No, like freaking smack him with the gun.
Okay,
Knock
well,
him
I
out.
already pushed him in the
Well,
water.
you
Yeah,
pushed him in the water.
Come on.
Congrats. Hope there's sharks
Maybe a
in
little
there.
higher.
Oh no, I think not.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, if this is the gangplank sort of dock here, where are we currently stationed?
Like right here down by the front of the boat.
Okay, by the front of the boat.
You
And
see all of the ropes have mysteriously come unmoored from the dock as you see a little hamster hands like throws the ropes over.
No pouch.
I'm surprised he's not just chewing them.
okay. And
You need to stop, Thorin. You need to stop, Thorin. Pouch is gonna get you.
okay.
Listen, hear me out. You don't have to make this push. We have the ropes undone. You guys could both run for it, hop on the ship, and then we sail.
Yeah, but it's Walker. He serves the land.
Can I make a sacrifice?
If you would like to
I-
throw a
Can
sacrifice.
What are you doing?
I want to take my blue lightning orb out of my pouch, and I want to run towards the nearby group of guards, the biggest one, and just dive into him and throw it down.
You throw down.
And I'm in slow motion in the air, and I look back at my guy Jake here, and I say, make sure you have a nice big country breakfast for me once you get out of here.
That was so misleading.
Braveborn, I don't need.
You lock it in with a push. Oh, and there it is! An explosion of lightning! Yes, please! Walker disappears in a cloud of black smoke that explodes with lightning arcing all of the guards. Go unconscious, slamming down into the dock. Walker lies in a pile of boxes unconscious, defeated by his own lightning blast. Hot Toddy is slammed into the side of the boat. Into the water, disappeared. The gangplank Thorin is alone on the dock as the ship begins to turn in its little parking spot. What are we doing here, Thorin?
Well, that was awkward.
Pause, reset for the game, go. We come back. The tower is now much more skeletal upon its second iteration as the ship begins to pull away. Entendre and Odie on the dock. Walker unconscious in the boxes, surrounded by the guards he has felled. Thorin, on the dock, what are you doing?
I'm running and jumping on the ship.
Get in, Jake.
Luckily, the gangplank is all the way down, so all you need to do is hop up on that and ride the ramp all the way up. No pulls required to board the ship.
Nice.
Okay.
Oof. We'll come back for you, Walker.
Yeah, I know you can't hear me. I know you're asleep, but I will come back to you, take you and get you a nice breakfast.
Yeehaw!
Pancakes, eggs.
He is smoking like eggs on the frying pan.
Your sacrifice will not go unrewarded.
Yeah.
Well, it might, I don't know.
Perhaps.
I saw him wink. I saw him open his eyes and wink really
Yes,
quick.
He
he's
doesn't care
fine.
then.
He's faking it. Let's go! Pouch
right,
immediately is behind the wheel of the ship. The wheel turns. The ship careens to the left as it finally rights itself and makes its way out to port. But as you guys are heading out to port, you turn and see that the necromantic wizard has regained consciousness and sends up a magical green light into the sky, triggering an alarm, and amplifies his voice. After the prisoners! They have escaped! Many ships begin to leave the dock behind you, giving chase. They are certainly going to catch you as you begin to make your way out to sea. However, in front of you, the waters appear extremely rough. Pouch runs out to the front and stares at all of you in horror as he turns around. I do not know what it is, but it is certainly large enough to take the whole ship down.
It's large enough to take down all those ships too.
Yeah, that's good.
Whatever creature is making those waves, the whitecaps there, it is either many small fish dancing like it is their last night out to party, or it is a creature that is mimicking that kind of activity in the water so as to draw larger predators in.
Maybe if we blast through that, we can get past. Then the creature will be like, oh, there's some food coming about. But then when the other ships come, then it's gonna jump up and snap them up. You know?
The horns of war are sounded behind you. You hear a lot of like.
Oh, those are cannons.
Huge explosions on the ship. The dock wood splinters apart. I will need a pull from each of the three of you to avoid the incoming cannon fire. Of course.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right,
The first
Go
pull
for
is
it.
Thorin's.
take this.
The king cannot pass.
Yeah, the king should go first.
Good pull. Nice centerpiece.
Oh my gosh. What?
All right.
A massive box that you were hiding behind blasts open from a cannonball, ripping through it and pouring out of the box intricate, beautiful looking gems. As you stare at them, you know that not only are these extremely wealthy, but these may very well be spell-bearing gems. Gems capable of holding magic within them, though they do appear empty as they spill across the dock.
Okay.
It's gummy consistency.
Thorin, don't eat the gems.
They're delicious.
Thorin is safe.
But that means the rest of the boxes have those gems too. We can use them
Totally.
before they blow up.
Entendre and Odie, who is making the next pull.
Since you're high up there, I guess I'll go.
I'm the caboose.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Lady, you're crazy.
Ooh, a good one. Nice. A casual dive. As a cannonball whisks over the deck, you dive out of the way and it disappears into the water far beyond.
Odie starts to slide down the mast, thinking he's like cool. He like has one arm out. He goes, "I'm coming," and then he goes down the mast and he's like, and it's just like
Splinters, splinters, splinters.
just so much burning on his thighs. He's like, ow, ow, ow,
Oh.
ow, ow. Okay. Okay. God, I should have just stayed in bed. These riding gloves are real leather.
I know.
Just heads up. It's Italian leather.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, what does Italian mean?
You're not
Nice.
here right now.
Okay, you scooch down. As you are scooching down the mast, a cannonball goes right above your head, blasts the mast apart. Whoa. It crashes down into the waves, and you guys are still continuing on. The ships are behind you, loading their cannons again, and then the whole ship lurches to the right. Something massive has picked the galleon up a few inches out of the water and twisted it to the side, and you see a huge tentacle. Octopus suckers sticking to the deck, pulling the entire ship to the side. You see all of the ships behind you peeling off as a massive, swirling toothed maw of a cephalopodic beast comes over the edge of the ship and begins to eat all of the boxes that tip into its mouth. All of you begin to slide down the dock. What are we doing to avoid our grisly fate?
I think we should reach into the boxes and use some of the magic.
Do we think the poison dart will kill this thing?
I think so.
What? Give it a shot.
He's eating them, but what if we throw them at him?
Odie just takes out a poison dart. He's like, "Not today, octopus."
Okay.
Well, you're gonna.
We don't have to do
you're
that.
gonna have to
We don't have to do that.
Oh, as you shoot this dart, Odie, I need 1, 2, 3 pulls.
drop the dart.
If you can make all 3 pulls, I'll tell you what each one is for. The first one is to not accidentally inhale your poison dart.
Because he's like, I'm gonna do this, you
The
guys.
second is to shoot the dart forward, not at your friends. And
Watch out.
the third is to hit the octopus in the perfect spot in its mouth, in a place where the poison will travel rapidly through its bloodstream and knock it unconscious.
You know
1,
that
2,
punching
3.
bag?
That dangly
You know,
thing.
right
That
there.
dangly thing?
Right in the octopus uvula.
That punching bag knocks it right out for a while.
First
All right.
pull.
You gonna do 3? Odie, there's an option
it
to
is
not do
shaking
this.
just from us moving around the table right
All
now.
right. Okay, good job. You're not inhaling it.
Not yet.
1.
There's one that's kind of loose there.
At the bottom?
On this side right here. That one's kind of
God, this thing is
loose.
shaking like crazy.
No.
Super loose.
Super loose.
All right, guys, watch out. This is a blow dart. It's heading your way.
Well, I hope not.
Okay.
Don't have it head my way.
Okay.
You don't inhale the poison dart. It does not hit your friends. The poison dart is sailing through the air into the mouth of this octopus.
Maybe the one on the left at the bottom.
Okay.
Guys, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Sick.
The suckers release, slide back down into the ocean. The ship rights itself back in the water. The sails triumphantly fall downward. And then you see Pouch at the back like, we have done it! We have disappeared! And then there is a poofing of magic on the center of the deck. The necromancer has teleported onto the deck.
Shoot.
Raising green colored destructive magic in his hands. As he lifts it to the sky, you will not escape with Master Nara's ship. She would rather it at the bottom of the ocean than in Sonia's hands. And begins to swing the magic downward.
Can I grab a couple gems, wrap it up in something, and throw it right at his magic thing? Because these magic gems are empty, but if I hit some magic with it, they'll probably get a bunch of magic. Maybe they'll explode.
Our final poll. Thorin,
Jake.
would you please? Jake.
All right.
Okay. Gems scattered across the sky,
Maybe the bottom again?
shining in the green magic as they approach. Oh my gosh, the bottom, the secret treasure trove.
The bottom.
You will all die. there is a lightning strike of green magic and a black mark where that necromancer previously was. Into the water from afar. And as you move across the water, you see a bright, shining sigil of light, the symbol of the light bearers, as Sonia's fleet is ready to receive you and the galleon you've stolen from Nara.
And we're
Sonia! Sonia!
Hey, can we pick up Walker on our way over to you?
All of you make your way in. Pouch quickly goes back to his duties. Madam Sonia, they are here to speak to you. And of course, we lost one of our number. Sonia stares at the hamster fellow and stares at all of you wordlessly. Well, what is your next course of action?
Well, seeing as this ship is perfectly up to code, I think we head back to the docks and save our friend.
I think as long as we continue to look out for each other, we know that we have the support of Sonia and her team. I think we can do it.
I've got the darts.
Yeah, the darts seem to do whatever the hell you want them to.
Yeah, so I got the darts, so I'll just take up the caboose. Let's go back and get Walker.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Let us save the cowboy. Yes, it is me, Pouch. I am a member of your team now.
All right, sure.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you,
I am
Pouch.
the leader of our team.
Okay.
Well,
Let us go, team who listens to me.
oh,
I
Pouch.
think we kind of had to.
hey, bud.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know it is not real, but thank you for humoring
of
me.
course.
To the ship! And as you all head back to the ship, we cut to black. And in the darkness, we hear the clopping of boots. A woman with long blue hair and holding a long staff stands in front of a cowboy who is restrained to a large wooden board. A necromancer steps forward, slaps you across the face.
Now, I don't know who you think you are slapping Walker like that. But I tell you what, if there's one thing I've learned over the last few days, it's that there's a storm coming for you. And it's three people that, you know, at first glance, they don't really look like much. And honestly, they aren't that much. But if there's one thing they're gonna do is save the beautiful, strong, talented leader of their group, May Walker. So you better watch your back.
A hand raises, holding a small blue gem with crackling lightning. We will have to ready a storm of our own. And that's where we end this episode of Dread AFK Journey Edition.
That was amazing.
All right, thanks guys, that was a blast. Arasha, take us home, please.
Special thanks again to AFK Journey for sponsoring this video. AFK Journey is available on the App Store, Google Play Store, and for Windows PC. So head down to the description for a link to download now. The new season, called Waves of Intrigue, is out soon, so don't miss out. And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna collect my in-game rewards that accumulated the whole time we played this game.